Hey guys, welcome back to the shed. Today we're going to be crank polishing an old crankshaft that is probably never going to see use ever again, but we're going to get cleaned up for this job. It's in bad condition, but for something like this it's going to be fine. Yeah, so stick around and I'll show you what we're going to do.
There you have it, guys. This is the crankshaft that we're going to be reviving. It's very untidy. Very untidy, but it's what we have. It's free. And we have a method that we can use to get it cleaned up good enough. So let's get started.
So all you want to get this done is some wet and dry sanding sheets. I've got a bunch of different ones here in different grits. I usually like to start at around 400 grit, but with this job we're going to start at 240 because it's really rusty. We're only going to give it a light sand, and then yeah, we're going to go up through the levels so it gets finer and finer as we go. So we'll start at 240. We'll probably skip the 400. We'll go up to 600 and then come across here. Probably skip 800 and go straight to 1200. Just with your wet and dry. And what I like to do is I just cut them into strips. So we'll use this one for your big ends and then the narrower strips for your mains. So I usually cut about maybe 3 or 4 of each grit, of each size. And you'll be able to tell as you go along when they're actually getting blunt. And I'll just switch them out. I don't even worry about the paper. I use it as I need it. If I need to get another piece that's not blunt, I'll just grab it and just chuck it straight in. It saves you time. And these sheets, these are cheap. These are like $5 a pack or something. You might do 1 sheet out of here or 2 sheets out of here for each grit. That'll get you where you need to go. The only other thing that you really need to do is get yourself some of this. WD-40, it's just a penetrant. It's common, you can get it anywhere, hardware stores, shopping centres, anything like that. And the other thing you need is a shoelace. So that's one that I prepared earlier. So what you need to do is get your shoelace, get your paper and you get your WD-40. Give the crankshaft a bit of a, here it is, give it a bit of a spray on your journal there. And you're just going to wrap your paper around. And then wrap your shoelace around there, probably 2 or 3 times. And then rock back and forth. And then yeah, check it periodically and you'll basically get where you want to go. So I'll show you that on the next video. Yeah, that's all you need. Simple stuff, very cheap, and you can do it at home. So that's it, like that. Hey, Rogie. Hey, Gil. Hey, Gil.
So that's after the first run through with the coarse sandpaper. Got some pits in there, but as long as we just take the high spots off, that's all we need to do. We're not going to grind this crankshaft. all we're wanting to do is clean it up. So that will be enough with the course. And then we'll have to run over and do all the others. But I'll just do one, like I always do, so you don't have to sit through the whole lot. Do one for you and then do all the rest off camera. So let's go with the next round. So that's it after the 240 grit and the 600 grit. So we've got the coarse and the medium out the way. This is basically what we started out with. Not very nice. And we've been able to get it back to this with just a couple of minutes of back and forth with the wet and dry with some WD-40. Got a little pit here, but we're not worried about it because it's low, it's not high, so that shouldn't affect the bearing. So what we're going to do now is go across with some 1200 wet and dry. So cut a strip, fit in there, and that'll be the last stage. So I'll show you that, and then we'll move on to the rest. Okay guys, we're back. This is after the 1200, and as you can see, we're getting a bit polished there. Actually see the reflection of my fingernail on the crankshaft. Now this obviously isn't the best crankshaft in the world to start with. We do have a polish going on, and you can take this a lot further. You can take this to 1500, you can go to 2000, 3000, you can use metal polish, but I'm not going to. This is as far as I'm taking it because I don't want to take any more material off. Can't feel that pitch anymore, so that is going to get us where we want to go. So do have a polish on it, I'm happy with it. I'll get stuck into the rest. There it is guys, polished by hand at home in the shed. Not perfect, but it's good enough for what we're doing, and it's way better than I expected it to come out, so I'm really happy with it. So it measures up good, 10th thou under, so we're going to use some 10th thou under bearings, and we're going to chuck that in. Alright, that's it. Remember guys, if you liked the video, drop a comment down the bottom and like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.